screen. All right, can you see my screen? Zolan?
Mute my mic. Yes, I can see your screen.
Yes. Okay, great. Yeah, your mic, just keep it on because it's only me and you.
Okay,
as
no
they
problem.
come, we'll see them. Okay. All right. Right. So this I just want to share with you quickly. How I built my business to a six-figure business in the last what, 9 years, 10 or so. I think that in June this year it will be 10. Yeah.
Yes.
And using what I already knew. Okay. And this webinar is basically from the basis of what I see in the industry and what I'm seeing actually on social media, the news, and you will agree that you see a lot of graduates, people that are graduating, sharing their stories, especially on LinkedIn, because that's where I spend a lot of time, graduating and what's happening in the industry, and the industry cannot absorb these people. Okay.
Okay.
So I'm of the idea that it is okay to look for a job, but I think you get to a point where you realize that of what is happening in the economy, it's difficult to find a job. And the question always has been, what else can you do if you don't find a job? I saw a LinkedIn post yesterday from a young lady, 19 years old. She has started a construction company.
Yes.
So she posted and she said, what will be the advice from the people in construction to me as a young 19-year-old to start a construction company? I mean, yes, the comments that came, it was very positive. I said to her, you are strong. Not every person from the 19 years old can start.
Yes. At the age of 19.
Age of 19. I mean,
Yes.
construction company is not an easy business. But if you do it and you break through, I mean, it will reward you for a long time. So this webinar is I wanted just to show people that it's possible, Ben. If you can get a start, it's possible actually to build something that can feed you. There are two types of business. There's a lifestyle business and there's a performance business. So a lifestyle business is a business similar like coaching. If you don't want to scale it to a business that can hire hundreds and hundreds of people, you can have like 12 people in your team that it can work and still deliver the outcomes to your clients. A performance business is a business that you can hire a lot of people, like your construction companies, your retail shops, and things like that. All right.
Yes.
So I'm gonna go through this just to share with you. So here it's my on the left hand right hand side of my site is Dr. Billy Slikani, an international speaker. This guy has been a tremendous mentor in my life. He has changed my life, in a way that I cannot thank him. Okay. During my downtime, and like 7 years ago, my downtime really went tough. This is the guy. I went and I sat with him, and I relayed the story to him. And I knew him because he did a seminar at church one of the years. And then I sat with him. I said, look, this is what I'm going through, and this is the challenges. And he sat with me, man, and he mentored me, for a couple of, I think, for 2 or 3 years. We still big. I shouldn't. Big communicators. Now we speak. I was listening to him this past Sunday. He was on radio. He is doing a seminar with his partners in Orange in Vaal in April of this year. So this is the guy who actually changed my life, changed how I think, and he helped me to really to deal with my mindset. And I went to his training program, sort of coaching program on mindset, just to help me to think a bit different based on what I went through. Okay, so let's quickly look at the realities of education. I mean, you see a lot of people, universities are producing a lot of graduates, man, and the market is not absorbing these guys. You know, some of them, even if they get absorbed, you get an internship for 3 months, 6 months, and you are down again. You back to square one to try and find a job again to be in the market. You know, I mean, I was looking at the stats now recently, and the reason of someone was writing this is that universities, they will open application forms, and obviously you pay an application fee. You know, universities, they know that they are looking for 10,000 students, but they will take over hundreds application fee. Everyone is paying 300, 500, and they don't refund that money if you're not you know, taken.
Accepted, yes.
Yeah. And somebody was actually writing this article as a complaint to say the government must look up onto this. Okay, but as you can see, universities are producing a lot of people, you know, in different discipline, and the market is not absorbing them. Okay, and the question you can ask yourself, you know, I mean, this is not a good picture. This country is really in trouble in terms of having a lot of qualified people who doesn't have access to job market, access to employment. All right. And to me, this has been a big question to say, you know, if the job market is not open, you don't get opportunities, what else can you do? Especially if you've got an experience. Okay, what can you do? And this is what I want to share quickly. All right, and these are not latest stats, but when I was doing this presentation, actually, when I was doing my book launch last year, this is when I used these stats. Okay, 34% is probably more now of the youth have completed secondary education, and then this probably increased now. Okay, youth employment rate, I mean, is very, very okay. You can see this way, 2025, the last first quarter of 2025. And this is what is happening in the country, which we cannot deny. Okay. Now, this is the video. I just want to check. You'll tell me if you hear the video. Can you hear it?
No, I can't hear it because even my volume is at 100.
I
can't hear. Yes.
Let me stop it. Let me check controls.
Your mic is muted. Hi, Kofri, your mic is muted. You are muted.
I'll fix it. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you now.
Yeah, just give me a second. I want to open the volume for the video. Stop recording. I want to open the volume for the video. Where do we do this? Okay. Not sure if I can able to find the volume for the video settings. Just give me a second now, not this one. And there's a way of creating the volume and of making them
Okay.
the volume to come on. Let's check audio. All right, I'm not able to find the audio. Not able to find the audio anyway. Let's not waste time. Is on. I'm not able to find the volume of this video or the sound. Yeah, include the sound. Okay. Let's see if it will if you hear the volume.
Interviews, I am tired of all of that, honestly.
Yes, I can hear it now. Yes, I can hear it now.
And I've officially given up.
Let's start this video back.
I decided that I'm no longer sending
my
CV to companies that are hiring. I'm no longer sending out job applications, all the emails, all the interviews. I am tired of all of that, honestly. Today is the 1st of August 2025, and I've officially given up, and I'm not praying anymore. I'm not fasting anymore. I am just throwing in the towel, and I hope everything else turns out well, because I'm tired of doing things according to my own understanding and wisdom when clearly nothing seems to be working. So, yeah, I'm done for the year.
So, did you hear it?
Yes, yes, I did hear it clearly. I did hear
Yeah.
it.
So this guy, when I saw this video last year, I mean, my heart was torn apart. Okay, of the
Yeah.
young life like this guy who he's qualified, he's been trying to find a job and nothing is happening, and he gets to this point that he just gave up. I mean, if you listen to this video, you say, I'm tired of fasting, I'm tired of praying, I'm no longer looking. And he says the last statement, I hope everything works well. Well, nothing
Yes.
works well until you do something. Okay. So and this is the realities of life, man. And I was wishing that I could find this guy. I can see him. I'm not sure where he is. I don't know how to find him. But anyway, this is one of the videos that when I saw it, I realized the challenges of being educated and not getting the opportunity in the marketplace for employment. And this is what drives me to do what I'm doing. Okay.
Sure.
Now, this is another story for this guy. Malibongwe graduated with a BSc in applied biology in 2018. He's not been working since then. I mean, if you count from now, 2018. So let's say 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24,
almost
25,
8 years,
26, 8 years.
7 years. Almost,
8 years.
yes.
8 years. The guy hasn't done. Now, you think about how much money he has spent, and you can see he's graduated from UCT. I mean, this is a big university.
Exactly.
Okay.
Yes.
And then BS in applied biology. This guy can work in the zoo. This guy can teach biology at school. This guy can work in a lab.
Exactly.
And
Exactly.
when I saw this on social media, I realized, yeah, the life is cruel unless you do something about your situation. Okay, you look at the unemployment states. I mean, look at African people. Okay, this was the last year. Okay, Black people 37% unemployed. Nationally, we're about 33. Okay, maybe probably now it's higher. The colored community is 24% unemployed. The Indian community 15%. The white is 8%. And look at the gap, man, 37 to 8%. Okay, and one of the reasons is because most of these guys here, they have done skills development program. They're not for degrees. Very few of them they have degrees. Most of them they've done skills development, plumbing,
Exactly.
electrical,
Exactly.
all the skills development stuff, and we go for papers, man. We go and get degrees and masters and that, which is nothing wrong about that. Okay, but it's the way the economy it is. For me, it's not about you getting degrees. You must go and get a skill in something.
Exactly.
And with the technology of the what is happening in the space of technology, there's a lot of opportunities, but you've got to find a way of learning how to do this thing. And that's this webinar is all about that, to show people the possibilities of if you try and go and learn something beyond your qualification, it can change your life. Okay. And here's my question, for people that are studying, I always ask the graduates or people that are in universities to say, does the qualification that you are studying, does the market needs that qualification? Does the industry need what you are studying? Check that, man. If the industry is not looking for it, why wasting time and money studying something that you're gonna sit at home after getting it? So look at this. You remember when Mango went down, man? How many employees and graduates are affected by this?
Sure.
When this company was closing, in the airline space, So my question is to people: what is your escape plan? I always ask graduates, with what you are doing, if you don't get an opportunity to get employed, what will be your escape plan? All right. Now, this is another video was done by one of the guys who was, I think he was an ESCOM executive in during his tenure. So listen to this.
We had a lot of tools at home.
Can you hear it?
Yes.
Spades, but we kind of never had a gun, right? Yeah, we kind of never had a gun. And so they were not useful tools. So the same goes then for education, is that, or a qualification, if I may put it that way. Yeah, it is just a tool. It is just whatever you are studying, whatever you have, always remember that it is just a tool. And the most important thing is, how do you use that tool? What is the objective of having that tool and using it?
Let's finish. Okay, yeah. So that is Sipho Maseko. He was a Telkom CEO in during his time. Okay, so he's saying education is a tool. Okay, so a lot of us, we go and get education because we're thinking, because I've got education, the doors will just be open for me. Okay, so you can have the tool, but if you don't know how to use the tool, I mean, he's showing what on one of his discussions, he's showing a garden. If I have a spade and a fork and a hosepipe, I must be able to use those tools to put a garden for myself so that I can able to eat from it. Okay, so education is a tool. It's not a key that's going to open doors for you. Okay, there's more things that you need to do in order to open some of these doors. All right, so I'm going to quickly share my personal journey because I think it's important, because when you talk to people, sometimes they it's good to talk from the point of experience. All right, to show people, to say, this is where I was, this is what I did, and these are the outcome and the results of what I did. Okay, so I'm gonna do it in phases. So where I was, so I'm a Wits graduate. It was then called Wits Tech, it's now called UJ. In 1999, I graduated with my diploma in mechanical engineering. Okay, and then later in 2008, I got my BTech through UNISA. So I was employed since then, from 2000 up to 2016, which is about 16 years. Okay. And in June of 2016, I got retrenched. It was very hard, and it was cold.
Yes.
It was double cold.
Definitely.
Yeah. So I lost my house. My kids were expelled from school. Okay. And I had financial charges already. I was under a debt review since 2007 because I had a lot of debt. Okay. And when I got retrenched, it was a double blow, because now I'm owing money. I can't pay because I don't earn a salary.
Exactly.
All right. And then what happened? What did I do? When I realized this solution, when I realized this problem. Okay. So I had to start afresh. So I looked for help. And this is one thing that really helped me a lot. So as a believer, a child of God, there's this favorite scripture in Proverbs 24:6.
Yes.
It says, if you wage your war, find advice. Actually. So I went and looked for advice. And how did I do that? I went and see my pastor. I sat with my spiritual pastor. We had a conversation about my situation and what can I do, obviously not to get just a spiritual perspective from my pastor, to sit with him. Then I showed you Dr. Billy Slikan, and then I was at Dr. Billy Slikan as a life mindset and coach. So he assisted me, to help my mindset, because he said to me, if you can't think clearly, you can't see solutions, you can't see opportunities. Okay. And then in my quest for sorting my life, then I met a guy called Andrew Walker. This was a property education coach. So he invited me to attend one of the property education seminar, and then I went there, and I did. So I got knowledge on property investments, and they actually gave me an opportunity to work with them for a period of 5 years, as a coordinator while they were doing the trainings around the country. So I learned a lot from him. So also I had an opportunity to, time and again, to sit with Dr. Justin Makobo. This is one of the pastors at church, on my personal advice, as a brother closer to me, and then, helping and coaching and talking to me whenever I needed to talk. So these are the things that I needed to do first, to go and look for help and find people that can able to help me to move from the space of depression and the space of fighting what I was fighting, just to help me to think a bit clearer. Okay. And there's things that also I needed to do personal, because one of the things that I've realized when people are in trouble, for instance, you are working now, you've got a car in the house, and you realize that you are retrenched. Why clinging on the car that you cannot pay? Take it back. Okay, downgrade, sell the house and went rent for a while. That's what we did. Okay, we downgraded as a family, and we've been renting since 2017 up to 2022. That was about 6 years of renting. There were no holidays, no birthdays, no eating out.
Yes.
So these are the things that I needed to do personally, okay, to try and lower the pressure, okay, of life. So by the grace of God, I paid all my debts in 2017. And that meant from 2007 to 2007, it was a journey of 10 years. Because I was under debt review already from 2007 when I got retrenched. Okay, so I had a plan and sit with the debt reviewer. So we went and we worked the plan for 10 years. Then I was able to pay off all my debts, the house, the cars, and everything. So we're out of debt. Okay. Yeah, so 2018 we're debt free, and that has been a tremendous, you feel like the stone is out of your. So what I and my family then achieved from there, okay, we're able to 2018 to current, and I went and I really, based on the Dr. Billy Slikan's training, mindset, and everything, I went and really immersed myself into an additional education out of my normal qualification that I had. So I went and looked for information that will help me to grow. Okay. So I worked with Mark Clark, which was a LinkedIn coach. So this guy taught me how to use LinkedIn. I'm sure you saw my LinkedIn profile, and you follow me on LinkedIn.
Yes.
So he taught me how to use LinkedIn to share my ideas based on what I wanted to do. Okay. Then and then I met Eugene van der Merwe, which is a sales and marketing strategist, then who helped me how to learn about sales and marketing and things like that. Then 2024, I did a business coaching program with Neil Roberts. There was an 8 months, very intensive program. So I got myself to become a business coach. So you say, I've looked for people that help me in my journey. Okay. I immersed myself in self-development. I read books, I attended seminars, books in entrepreneurship, business. Even now I'm reading, I've got about 20 books that I'm still reading. Because every time I buy books and I put a date on them to say, I'm going to read this book. So I'm reading them in a sequence. So I immerse myself in self-development, okay, in books, because I wanted to develop myself beyond the qualification. All right.
Yes.
Because I tried to look for a job and I couldn't get a job. All right. And then I built my online business, the first online business. And then in 2020, I made my first million rand. I mean, this was huge. For me, this was huge. And what we did, we took this money, we bought ourselves a house, cash, and we used that house as an investment asset.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
It's a house that we rented out. And then a year ago, 2 years, I think, we bought ourselves a house a place we called home. Now, I'm just giving you the story to show you that when I lost my job, what are the things that I've lost, what I did, and then based on that, what were the outcomes? So this is where I'm sitting, okay? Because I've went and looked for information. So let me put it, I went and looked for education beyond my normal degree, my BTech and my diploma. All right. And the reason why I'm telling the story, I'm just showing you. So I've given you what is happening in the country, which you know, okay? And I'm showing you how that affected me 10 years ago, when I got retrenched. And then I've had an opportunity to travel, for legend business overseas. In 2023, I was in Spain. 2024, I was in Bali. Last year, I was in France and Switzerland. And this was through business. Okay, it wasn't just only for a holiday, but it was part of the business. And I was traveling with Eugene van der Merwe. Okay, this guy, as a strategist, with some guys, some of the entrepreneurs. So what we do on a yearly basis, we are a group of entrepreneurs. So every year we take a retreat. We call them business retreat. So we go outside South Africa to go and strategize, learn new things, how we can apply them in our business and that. And one of the goals that we set ourselves while we are on that business retreat, we must be able to make 100,000 rand. If it's a 10-day retreat, within that 10 days, you must be able to make 100,000 rand. Okay. And we achieved that very, very properly. All right. So I've authored 10 books in engineering. Then one book which I will show you is called Beyond the Degree. I'm sure you saw my post about the book that I've
Yes,
authored.
yes.
You see the journey of what I went through, the things that I had to do to get to where I am today. And that this business coaching, this webinar is all about that, to show you that when you hit the rock, it's not the end of the world. You just need to find a way to move from where you are to where you want to be. Okay. So my plan of action, I like this photo. When I saw this photo, I thought this is exactly me. Don't just set goals, build a system, okay, to help you. So this is where you are, okay? You need to learn. You need to go and learn. Remember what I say to you. I went and find information beyond my normal qualification. Okay, I went and get knowledge. All right, because I needed to bridge to say this is where I am. I needed to be on this other side. Then how do I bridge then? So I need to go and find knowledge. Okay, I took that knowledge. I acquire new skills and tools. Okay, like I said, I'm still learning now. I'm not stopping. I'm a student of life. I learn business. I learn entrepreneurship. I learn marketing. I learn sales. I learn how to use LinkedIn, how to find clients. So I learn all these important things that the degree didn't teach me at school. Okay, so I immersed myself for the last 8 years, and I'm still doing it. All right, and I took that knowledge and I multiplied that knowledge. So I increased my own value. Okay.
Yes.
As a person, I became a person of value, a person of influence. Okay, so I learned this thing. So I went and get information, acquired knowledge and skills by applying the knowledge. When I say build, by actually practicing these things that I've been taught. Okay, and that helped me to also multiply my value as a person. Okay, now that my value is increased and I'm not stopping, I keep learning because there's new things that are coming in life. So I'm not stopping, I'm learning whatever is important that's coming in life. I mean, AI. So quickly, I'm going to take you through then, and I developed a methodology. It's called the Career Exit Authority Method. Okay, based on the whole history that I've shown you. Okay, because I've realized that there are a lot of people that wants to leave the job market, but the question is, how do I exit? And I encourage people to don't just exit, you know, and just leave your job. But this is the methodology that I've developed to show people this way to build something of value while you are still employed. So you can see it's following my system. First, I said to people, learn. Okay, discover your purpose and your positioning. Okay, so this is just a diagram. So I'm gonna go through the system that has helped me to develop this methodology. All right. So learn, multiply you build and multiply your value. Become a person of value. Okay. So this is the system that I've developed for asking to people, if you are frustrated, okay, how can you move from frustration to a place where you can create your own freedom? Okay. And you don't have any technical issues. You don't have any audience or people that you can call them customers. You don't have any product. What do you do? So I've developed this career exit roadmap. So based on that system or framework, learn, build, and multiply. Okay. So these are the 9 steps that when I work with a person to say, a person says, Godfrey, I'm still working, but I think in the next 2 years, I want to exit. Okay. So how do I do that? So this is the system that I apply. First, you know, I said, discover your purpose. Okay. Find why you want to do what you want to do. Define your God-given identity, professional expertise, and problems you were born to solve in the marketplace. Okay. And this is a step that we do, and there's a system that will help you to go through the process that we apply to discover, okay, what is it that you want to do? Because it doesn't help you just to leave a place without understanding why, because you need to understand your why so that when times are tough, you know why you're doing what you're doing. Okay. The second step is we help you to identify most valuable monetizable skills we have mastered through the years of experience, the one you can teach, consult on, or build a business around them. Okay, so we help, if there's a process that we apply, we help you, take you through the process on how you can actually identify your core skills. The third, then we teach you how to then find your target niche. Okay, identify the specific group of people who are already looking for the transformation your expertise can provide and are willing to pay for. I mean, one of the things you see, I'm doing EXA. You know me from LinkedIn, okay, with what I'm doing, showing people how to register with EXA. And I found my target niche from LinkedIn. Remember, I said I spoke to Meth, who helped me, who coached me how to use LinkedIn.
How to use LinkedIn, yes.
Taught me how to use LinkedIn, yes. Okay, because he take me through the process of understanding how do I find my target market? How do I find that specific group of people that I can coach, that I can help? And the reason of all of the first 3 steps on learning phase is to find the market fit. Okay, so understand why you're doing what you do, what are your core skills, what are the people that you can start helping using your core skills. You find the market fit. Okay, then once this process is done, then we do the build phase. This is where we teach you how to take your experience and create an offer. Okay, a clear, valuable solution you present to your target niche, built from your core skills, designed to solve a painful problem in a way they want to buy it from you. Okay, so we help you to create that based on your experience. Then the step 5, we help you to create a message. Okay, because you need to go out and pitch to the people in your space or in your niche. Okay, the clear, compelling way you communicate and who you help, what problem you solve for them, and the transformation you deliver. Okay, for these people. So we help you to create this message clearly. Then from there, the pathway. This is what we call the customer journey. We help you to map out strategic step-by-step route and a target niche follows to exit employment and build a purpose-driven, profitable business using their skills, experience, and knowledge. Okay, so we teach you how to build what I call the customer journey. All right. And then this is all helping you to start attracting clients. Okay, if you build an offer, you have a message that you can pitch to the industry, you created the customer journey, you can able to attract people that can start working with you. All right, then we multiply your value. So we teach you what we call funnels. This is just a simple process to say from the beginning, when you start getting clients, what do you do from the beginning to when they say, you know what, I want to work with you. Again, this is a simple, repeatable system that attracts your ideal clients, builds trust, guides them towards enrolling in your offer, even while you are still employed. So like I said to you, now I'm not saying people must just leave work and resign unless you are retrenched, but you can start building this thing while you are working, because now as you earn your salary, you are able to pay your bills, take care of whatever you need to take care. But on the side, you can start building this thing, testing it without being under pressure. For me, when I was retrenched, I was under pressure. So I needed to learn quickly.
Exactly. Okay. Yes.
Then step number 8 is money modules. Okay, this is where we teach you a simple, repeatable way your business will make money, from your first product or service to how you can scale income month to month while you're still employed. Okay, then from then is influence. This is all about social proof, because I'm going to show you some figures, social proof, because you cannot sell something that didn't work for you. Does it make sense? I mean, like insurance people, people will call you, say, we sell this insurance or investments. You ask them, do you use the investment? No, they don't use it. How do you sell something that you don't have proof of that for it? Yes, So what I'm showing you, it's things that I've done. Whatever I'm showing you in this process is the thing that I've done. So on this, the last step is to help you to create a system that will help you to get lead generating, create an attraction offer, and then prove that what you are saying, it's working. I mean, on LinkedIn, my EXA program, a registration program, I've been doing this for the last 9 years. I have proof. I have shown people that I've assisted that are EXA registered. Okay, and the reason I'm showing this is to show you that personally, I use this to me. I've used this system for me before I can use it for other people. Okay, and it has delivered tremendous results. So this is the process that we follow, the 3 phases, the 9 steps that we follow to help people to get market fit, attract client, and build a system that can help you then generate income while you're still employed. Okay, so I'm just going to quickly take you. I'm almost done. So assume that you are qualified and frustrated. Okay, you've got knowledge, you've got experience. So let me put it like this. This was me. I was qualified as a professional, but I was frustrated, Exactly. And once when I lost my job, I had the knowledge, I've got experience, I've got the skill. Okay, I lost my job. Some of you might not be happy. You want to exit. So for me, because I lost the job, some people, they are not happy where they're working. They want to exit, or you want to start a business. Okay, so this is what I did. How and where? how and where do I start? And like I said, I've given a bit of a glimpse. What did I do? Okay. But based on this model, first I went and get information. Okay. I went and learned things that I wanted to achieve. Okay. I expanded my mind, because we always say in business, you cannot grow beyond the knowledge that you have. Okay. So you are in engineering. All right. You've got probably a qualification. If you want to learn something about business, you'll probably go and study a diploma or MBA, some qualification in business. Okay, learn to expand your knowledge. Okay, so in the learn phase, like I say, we help you to discover your purpose and positioning. This is where we help you to find your purpose, your calling. Okay, your core skills that are transferable, the target niche, the people who you serve, you want to serve. And that has helped me, because this is the book that I've developed beyond the degree. Okay, so I'm just saying, this is an example that I went and found knowledge. Okay, for you to get these things right, you need to go and find knowledge. Okay, you need to go and learn. Okay, the second phase, I needed the mind shift so that I can start seeing opportunities. Okay, I start reading business books so that I can get business ideas. I started to do market research on the people that I want to help. I started to build my network, like on LinkedIn, on YouTube, on Instagram. You know, so I started identifying problems, needs, and gaps. Okay, based on the research that I was doing. You know, I built my online presence using LinkedIn, so people can know this is what I do. And I started pitching my ideas. I started telling people to say, no, guys, this is what I do. Okay, so I started doing those things. Okay, and I began to attract people. Now remember, I was already retrenched. Okay, so for me, so you can do this while you are working. Okay. So we always say to people, go to your 9 to 5. That's your boss's time. From 5:30 to 12 o'clock at night, that's your time. You can start doing these things. Okay. Then I start marketing myself on Facebook, on YouTube, on social media platforms. But the big ones for me is Facebook, it's Instagram, it's LinkedIn, and then YouTube. Okay, those are the big ones where I'm marketing myself. And with that, I start generating a bit of money. Okay, so these are the things I had to do. I have to build an offer, created a message for myself, and I created a customer journey for people that I'm helping. Yes. Okay, and myself. And when you see my book comes with a workbook. Okay, because my belief is always to say, it doesn't help you to go and read a book. That's why at school we study and we go and write exams. Okay, the exams are like the workbook. We do assignments because they want to see if we are learning what we have studied in the textbook. So in the book that I've showed you, Beyond the Degree, this is a workbook where I've put together a process and system to help you to start doing these things. Okay, to create your offer, to create your messages, to create your customer journey. All right. And then the last thing, I began now to create a leverage system. Okay, I had an idea. I started to put a strategic plan for my business. I created the first product, and you will see it, implement it, and I started to network and started to really go to the market. I built my authority. Okay, and I packaged my value. I packaged my information. I started to create my income path. All right. And then I created a system that I'm using to automate the work that I do. Okay, and I started to create some product. This is called a product for what I call it, a product for attention, product for prospects. Sorry, P4P, product for prospects. So I'm doing like now. What I'm doing is a webinar with you. Okay, even if you are here alone, it's fine. Okay, to me, it's not about the numbers. It's fine because I started to create this product for myself. I created product for clients. I've got online programs that I'm offering on coaching and on Extra, and I've multiplied my value. I've created some funnel to build some trust. I've created some money models to create some income assets, then social proof, obviously, to show people the results. Okay. And now I'm offering coaching. It's called the Purpose to Profit Coach. Okay. Turn your turn your expertise into enterprise. All right. So I've got this. So I'm gonna put this on the. I'm gonna put this. Sorry. I'm gonna put this on the copy. I'm gonna put this. Can you still see my screen?
Yes, yes, I can still see your screen.
I'm gonna put that link, paste. So this link, if you want to do, there's an assessment that I encourage people to do. Okay, so I've put this for you. So I'm gonna send it on the thing. So if you go to this
Okay,
link,
okay.
you'll see it's an assessment that will just help you to do assessment based on what I'm discussing with you now. Okay,
Okay.
I'm almost done. So when I started, then this is the first coaching program that I did on Udemy, just to test the market when I started. So I started to create this program. It's just that because it's 2026, the 2020, but you'll see the figures for 2020, the money that I've made out of Udemy. You know Udemy?
No, I don't know.
Okay, so get this name Udemy. You can, this is a platform where you can have online education cheaper, like 100 Rand. People are selling course like 100 Rand, 200. So when I started this course, step-by-step EXA coaching program, it was a simple program when I started it. Okay.
Yes.
It was selling at 200 Rand, but because of the value, look at now, it's selling at about 1.6. Okay. And
Yes.
it has got cost rating of 4.4. That means people are using it. All right. So I
Yes.
started creating this course, and I created some of the free course. This course is free on Udemy. This course is not free. Yeah, this one. Okay, no. So this one is free. Okay. These 3 courses are not free. So these are the courses that I've got on Udemy. Because I was testing the market based on my skills. I
Yes.
created a project management course. I created a project on how to prepare a tender, a practical guide. Then I created a
Yes.
course on how to get EXA registered. Okay, these are the courses that I've created when I started. All right, because I was learning, getting information, get ideas, and I started to build this course. And look at what I'm earning on the monthly basis. So I'm just showing you the numbers for February based on that Udemy course. Okay, who can give you $32? Just to say, you know, when you do the calculation, these little monies they make a lot of so $32 is about 500 Rand. Okay, so I start earning money every month, you know, without. So I did that course long time ago. Okay, and this course is still paying me every month in dollars.
So let me just, can I ask a question there regarding this
Yeah.
course? When you do this course, you just do it once and then it stays as a record, or you just
It
do it
started as a
repeating?
record with my brother, and then people just pay for it.
Okay.
Okay, and this is all the monies that I've been making, and the accumulation of money. This is the money that I've made. You know how much is this?
Yo,
Let me tell you.
it's a lot because it's almost $3,500.
Yeah, 3.474. That's 55,000 Rand I've made out of Udemy. With a total of 4,900 students, people that came to the program. Okay,
Yo.
at an average of 4.3 ratings. So you see the
Yes.
graph. Sometimes I make this, sometimes I make this, sometimes I make this.
Exactly.
But the
Understand, yeah, it's
accumulation, look at
accumulating.
that.
Yes, accumulation.
That's it. So I've been doing this money, the accumulation of this money. So this
Okay,
is the
sorry,
graph. It shows
Godfrey.
me.
Sorry, Godfrey. I have another meeting at 10 o'clock because I thought maybe we were gonna finish earlier.
Yeah, no,
but
I'm almost. Yeah, I'm almost done. I'm almost.
Okay.
These are just the graph to show you the monies that I'm making to do coaching, and this is my slides for 2025 on my coaching program. The money that I do on a monthly basis. Look at the last quarter. The last quarter in 2020, I made about 900,000, 500,000. So these are the monies I make it every month. Okay, on my packages. Anyway, man, thank you so much for this, and I'm gonna hold this also. I'm going to send you an email with this link. If you want to have more conversation, you can book a meeting with me and then we can have a conversation. All right.
Yes, please. I'm interested in that. It's just that now I don't have time because I wanted to engage with you after the presentation. But unfortunately, now I'm out of time. I already have another appointment for 10 o'clock.
No, it's fine. I'm going to send you this link and then you can book a meeting. Then we can engage.
Okay, no problem.
Thank you, my brother.
Thank you very much, because the person that I'm meeting on Teams is already started the meeting.
Okay.
So I don't want to delay here. Okay.
Yeah, now go
Thank you
share.
very
Thanks,
much. Sure.
Bye-bye.
Sure. Bye.